Skill team, tell all the queens how it be. Get tense, or chop. Off the man when you knock.
All right. You're tuning into the hottest station on the internet nation, BostonRadio.com. Yes, and today I have a special guest on the show. I know y'all been waiting because I see everybody's logging on, so that's a good thing real quick. And, my bad. Real quick, I want to introduce to you my guest. Tonight I have the iconic Terry Revlon Ebony. Say what's up, Terry.
Hey, how you doing?
We are great. How are you?
Doing wonderful. Thank you so much for asking.
I know that's right. You are so cool. I live for your vibe.
Thank you. I try to keep it cool.
I know that's right. Yes. You know, we always bring the legends and the icons. Well, we have a lot of things that we got ready to discuss, but we're gonna start off real quick like this. We want to start off, in the beginning. How was it for you, growing up as a child at home?
Well, I came from a single family home. A couple of siblings. It's like 8 of us all together, 4 brothers, 4 sisters. But it was, even though it was a single family home, my mother kept me like really embedded in church, and I was one of the ones that didn't wear any pants, any makeup, so we was really heavy into church, so it was a little different for me as far as, I wasn't as wild. I didn't get wild, actually, until after I met the girls. So,
I know that's right. Mm-hmm. The same thing happened to me. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's what's up. Okay, so, at what age did you discovered, that you wanted to get wild? Did you always wanted to do that when you were little, or did that come later on in your mind?
Well, no. So it was so much of, I'm not really gonna say like wild as far as like really out there. I pretty much was on like a hustling mode.
Right.
I met the girls. Well, I met the girls when I was 14. My mother had passed away, so they came into my life at a time where I was vulnerable. I needed, like a family outlet, somebody to turn to. Even though I came from a large family, it still was different because most of my family members lived in the South. So it was different, once my mother passed away. So I'm not going to say, wow, they taught me how to be a hustler and how to survive. So, they made me who I am today, that woman. So I'm not going to say, wow, they gave me the good things,
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And when did you start going out? At what age did you start going to the clubs and stuff, and getting to see the outside world?
I think this had to be like, I think my mother passed 85. I think it was like 85, 86. And I started hitting the clubs like really young. Now I was into like that, the club dancing, the Kwame days and the Salt and Pepper, we was all into the club dance and the hip hop, the club music. So I had to be about I was in high school, so I had to be about 16, because that's when I first hit the ballroom scene, was at 16. And I was in high school, so, Better Days and Tracks and the Limelight and, Studio 54, all those little places like that, the girls were. I would be there every day. Every day I think of sex toys. Like Tuesday, Sunday, carrying it.
I know that's right. What was some of the clubs, that were some of your favorites? Which ones do you have the best memories in?
The best memories where I met like everybody was Better Days. Better Days was everything. It was cute, it was small, it was intimate. But Better, and then Tracks was like another favorite of mine. But I really love Better Days because that's where I met everybody at Kempin, Darvis, and Avis, and Pepper, and that's where I met everybody at. So I really love Better Days.
Those are really iconic names.
Right. That's how I'm a girl from back in the era. I'm not one of them play icons or one of them play Hall of Famers. I'm one of the girls.
Okay. Salute to that. Let's keep it real. Tell us a little bit about these icons when you met them. How was it, meeting them at that age?
Well, see, back in my era, it was no such thing as an icon. Pepper and them were, they were legends. They were, you know, and for me, it was like, see, it was just so different because although you met the Peppers and the Avis and the Dorian Coreys, you met, you know, in Paris, you met them, you know, you met them. It was different because you didn't look up to them as having no status or no title. We didn't do that. We competed. You know, it was a competition for us. When we walked on that runway, I could walk against my girlfriend, but when I walked off that runway, she said we competed on that floor, but when we walked off, we still was friends. You looked up to these people, so it was nothing about no status. It was nothing about no title. Like, that's the thing that really annoys me with ballroom now, is this status and this titleness. I want to know who was the queen who sat there and opened a dictionary and said, okay, we finna come up with these different titles to give to each other. Because they took the fun out of ballroom. Ballroom is a kiki now. It's a kiki. Don't get me started. Don't get me started on this ballroom. Don't get me started. It's a mess now. Everybody wants to be deemed, and then the people that you being deemed by are folks who shouldn't even be deeming you because they didn't do anything. But yet and still you want to be deemed. Come on now. Facebook demon, that's a whole nother story. Facebook demon, that's a hot mess. Okay? They sit up there and they post pictures, and then it takes away from what the person has already accomplished, because you got people on there who don't see the child for whatever reason it may be. Maybe it's an old lover, whatever the case may be. But, you know, you got people on there that don't see them, so you get on there with their negative comments, but you get into the negative comments, you know, and then it takes away from what they accomplished. Like, stop all these shenanigans. Like, for real now. Like, let's just stop it. Let's keep it real. Let's get them all on the phone. Who gonna do on the diva? Let's get them on the phone.
Yeah,
come on now.
Bring it to the airwaves, honey. Tell them.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are scared to come on these shows, you know, because I'm not the only one who has a show. There's two other shows, you know, that's out there that are based upon ballroom, you know, and I think they're all great. But the thing is, you know, a lot of people are scared to speak up in the ballroom scene because a lot of things that happened in the past, you know, so what do you think? What's your opinion on that?
My thing is, nobody wants to say anything. Everybody wants to sit around and say, okay, well, this is my girlfriend, and because we all come from the same era, we shouldn't say anything. Fuck that. Yes, we should say. We should say something. Enough is enough. If you know damn well your girlfriend was not turning it, and she went around here calling herself the icons of all icons, you are a fool for standing there allowing her to take credit for stuff that she didn't do when you know you was out there doing this stuff. She didn't do what you did. But she got all the say in ballroom.
Wow. What do you...
Like, enough is enough.
What about you know, when these folks come on the radio shows and they want to speak their, you know, ballroom experience? Because on my show I always consider it as an experience. I don't, you know, some people say they want the icons and legends on their advertisements for the show, and some people say they don't want it, you know, and I have to make, you know, these guests feel as comfortable as possible, you know, to get them on the show, because if not, they will not support. So and I get a, you know, we here at Ballroom Scene Radio, we take a lot of heed on a lot of stuff that wants to be done with these people who want to tell their experience on the ballroom scene, you know.
A lot of people don't want to get on and tell their experience. Like, see, I have no problem with telling what I've been through. Like, I enjoy and I love the fact that I met the girls at a time that I didn't meet them. You know, I'm glad I did. You know, because it taught me to be vocal. They taught me to be vocal. Speak your mind. Say what you got to say and go about your business. I don't care if anybody cops an attitude or have an attitude with me. I'm an icon who is not afraid to get on a radio station or get on my Facebook page or get on the phone with anybody and tell them, I struggle. I'm a single mother. I struggle. These children want titles. They want a whole title. They want to be able to say that I am somebody. I can say that. I have several titles. I have a title as a mother. I have a title as a friend. I have a title as a sister. I don't need a title for somebody to tell me that I'm an icon or a legend to tell me I am somebody. A lot of them want to sit up there and put on a big front. They want to put on a front, oh, bitch, I'm an icon. And I can't, these children can't see me like this, and say I'm an icon. No, but say just tell the truth. Tell the truth. Who's gonna check you? Tell the truth.
Wow.
Don't be afraid to get on there and tell the truth. It's times when I have since I've been back, and I've been back for a little while. I think I've been in Georgia now for about maybe 4 years. I think it is now, maybe 3 or 4 years. I've been back for a little while. My sister told me, my sister Letitia, she told me, she said, "Bitch, you gonna be sitting in this ballroom, and you gonna feel like you in a Twilight Zone." I'm thinking I'm coming back, and it's gonna be very long ballroom days. You know, the children come out here, they battle, they have fun. I'm sitting there looking like, what the hell is going? I was in the Twilight Zone. The commentator was saying, "Miss Terry, I need your score." And I'm looking at the back of the ballroom, didn't even see the children voguing or doing whatever they was doing in front of me. Wow. I don't even know what that was. It's horrible now. Everybody want to be somebody. Everybody, if you're a true icon, you'll get on here. You won't be bothered to get on anybody's radio station and say whatever you need to say. You can ask me anything. If I don't feel like addressing it, I'll tell you what, I don't want to address that.
Exactly. You're saying no comment, next question.
Right. It's just that simple.
Work. Well, you said, a lot of the things that you went through in ballroom scene, and then you said another key topic that I wanted to talk about was Atlanta, Georgia. But before we go into Atlanta, Georgia, let's talk a little bit about the categories that you walked in ballroom. Let's talk about your ballroom experience real quick.
My experience, I came out at a time where dark skin wasn't really in. It wasn't, wasn't about the dark skin girl. But I also came out at a time where I didn't think that I was, a bad bitch or anything like that. I didn't think I was that type of broad, because of me having such dark skin. But the girls were the ones that taught me that, Danielle and all of them, Garnett. All of these people right here molded me and told me, look, black is beautiful. And then once I found that, and that one time I walked, it was Pepper's Ball, my first ball. I remember the signs. There was Batman was the 10, and it was a fucking sun in a cloud. It was the child. I remember it like it was yesterday. But I remember I asked my cousin. My cousin was Curtis. They used to call him Planet Janet. And I said, what I had to do? They used to call him. That. And I told him, I said, what I got to do? He said, you go up there and, he said, trust me, you'll be fine. Everybody's going to go up. And once I got that feeling, it was just, okay, it was a wrap after that. Word. I would do, runway as a house. Like, I had tons and tons of trophies. I would, do, runway as a house or whatever my house asked me to do of me. I was always a part of it.
Word. And shout out to Janet Planet for the little, pep. She's always positive.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So when you stepped on that runway,
when I stepped on the runway, it was I didn't see anybody. Like, the girls would get out there and they'll walk against the girl. I didn't see anybody. Like, it was just me out there. I don't care if you had your mother, your auntie, your niece. It didn't make me no difference. But I didn't see her. It would just be tunnel vision straight to the judges. Okay, let me show you what I'm working with. I didn't see nobody. These girls want to knock each other. They want to fall in dips on top of each other. Child, ain't nobody got time for all that. That's too much.
Wow. Okay. Them dips on top of the dips on top of the dips.
Right, you fell on top of these.
Wow.